Hi, I just wanted to show you some of the customizations for your menu. At the very top, there's a couple of arrows that will change the appearance of your ribbon. Just keep clicking those arrows and you'll go through the 3 or 4 different standard formats that you have. Any of the tools up here in the tool palette, you can grab them and pull them into your drawing area. This allows you to go back and forth between tabs and customize kind of what tools you use in there the most often, so you don't have to click back and forth between different menus. So you can just drag what you commonly use onto your screen if you want, and you can rearrange where everything is up in your ribbon as well. So go ahead and click on things, drag it around, customize how your ribbon is set. To customize black background color and the size of your pointers and grips and everything, if you just right click, so anywhere on the black screen you're going to right click, select options, and there's a whole bunch of different options. You can choose a light or a dark color scheme, so just see what's best on your eyes. For your fonts, you can choose what font, so if you'd like to have a larger font, if you find yourself squinting, that's not very good. So go ahead and try a different font, maybe bold, and make it a size 14. You can even change the color scheme. So maybe for your command line, instead of just a boring old gray, you can come up here and there's an entire color palette that you can choose from. So maybe you want a nice blue color instead, or a green. Pick something kind of nice and bright on here. And you can always go back and retry this again. Okay, so we can try that. I should say, as you're playing around with these and maybe you mess everything up and you say, can't I just go back to how it was? If you come over here to Profiles, you can hit Reset, and that will reset to the default. So don't worry about playing around with everything and messing it all up. You can always just go to right-click, Option, Profiles, Reset, and get back just the generic standard settings on this thing. But go through all of these little tabs to see the different customizations and user preferences that you can have. For instance, here's your snap marker size, so you can make that larger. Just all of these different cursors, you can change the size on those things. So here's this size, bump it up a little bit, the grip size, bump it up. Really, if you'll spend a lot of time in front of your computer, so it's worth it to kind of go through all of your computer settings and increase sizes and change colors so that you're not sitting there squinting for hours on end. You know that for all of the computers, you just right-click on the background and you can change your background schemes and your mouse and everything like that. If you type in your search something like ease of access, there are mouse settings and keyboard settings and all kinds of different backgrounds on here. So for your color schemes, it can read text to you if you don't want to read it yourself. There's a lot of different mouse settings, and again, everybody's eyes are different. So if you're squinting or anything like that, come and play around with the different mouse settings. And everybody's computer is going to be a little bit different of what kind of settings are out there, but there's magnification settings, narration settings that will read to you, and the contrast settings for what kind of themes there are. And try some of these different computer settings out, because really everybody just spends a lot of time in front of computers, so you might as well make sure that your mouse is the right size and colors aren't driving you nuts. And again, just go to Profiles, Reset if you want to reset everything and try again. So Display, change your font color, change your font size, change your crosshair size so you can see it better. Come over here to Drafting, change your marker size, your aperture size, change all of your selection sizes, and this will just keep you from squinting at your screen. Apply. Okay, and you'll see down here my command line has a little bit larger text now. Just makes it a little bit easier to see. Okay, so play around with all those settings.